just out, just flat out. I'm just going to ask you the demo. When can we get our hands on it? What the hell's going on? We really,
Right.
I mean, I really want my hands on the game to see what's going on here.
Talk about laddie. It's over. You did it, laddie.
Here's the thing. The demo's on Steam right now. I've got the keys right now. They're in my pocket.
You can spot me in the city, build a lobby with a sword off shotty, screaming, drop it, this a rob.
What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz The Adult. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz The Adult. All right, man, look who we have here. Brother, you brought us one of the funnest things to be announced right now. This is the man, the vanilla beast himself, right? The founder and creative director of the Vanilla Gaming Company, my man, Neil Heron. How you doing, brother? What's going on with you?
Hey, you're pretty good, man. Thanks for having me on the show, man. Appreciate it, ShowBizz.
Yeah, man. Look, I want to tell you, I spoke to you a few times before this, man, going back and forth on just the 80s and all those things, man, and a lot of the things that really inspired this game. And you and I, we see eye to eye with a lot of things. I cannot wait for us to bring this energy to our community, brother, because I mean, this is just a fantastic thing you're doing.
I appreciate it. And really, that's the whole point of this is comedy first, right? I think there's so many. I mean, we can just step out of the gaming world and let's go movies, right? Let's go TV shows. Let's go music, right? And when you know your audience and you have an agenda that is to entertain and make them laugh first. I mean, look at it, man. You see some of the fattest, ugliest dudes with the hottest chicks, and you think, what's he got? What's he packing? And you're like, listen, he can make her laugh. Look at Roger Rabbit. That's how he got Jessica.
Yeah, he sure did.
Truth,
wait. I haven't met Roger Rabbit, by the way.
Ever seen Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, I've seen the movie, but I never met him personally. But here's the thing.
Oh. Okay, all right. You threw me off. I'm like, man, that ain't real. Like, I thought I was gonna let you know that wasn't a real movie, but
no.
But you know what I'm saying? It's comedy, baby. Comedy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, dude. And I bring that a lot. Look, boxing and combat sports is very serious, to say the least. You can really hurt yourself. Nobody plays boxing. Nobody plays fighting, right? I mean, unless it's WWE, but I'm talking about the real thing. And still, I bring humor to it. I bring fun to it because at the end of the day, life is short and let's not waste it frowning. If you can smile as many times as possible, let's snatch that opportunity. And I'm happy you're doing that with this game.
Right, definitely. And I mean, you hit the nail on the head right there. It's comedy, man. It's learn and know your fan base, what they like, and bring them something that they haven't seen before. That's what we're trying to do.
Absolutely. Okay, so look, I got a few questions that I wrote down here, if you don't mind. Okay, I'm prepared for you. I'm prepared for you.
All right.
Okay. Look, just flat out. I'm just going to ask you the demo. When can we get our hands on it? What the hell's going on? We really, right. I mean, I really want my hands on the game to see what's going on here.
Right. And so I can't give you, I'm not going to be democratic on you and give you an answer that makes no sense. So what I'm going to do is give you the answer that I can give you right now is that we've been working with some people outside of myself, PR, marketing, a few things that allow us to do more. And so we have to time all that. So here's the good news. The official announcement trailer is done, completed, in the hands of PR. They're out there talking to the IGNs and the PC gamers and all that right now, so we can get the trailer out there. The demo is going to be released with the trailer. Okay, so what that means is when we get an okay and we say whoever it is going to do an exclusive, it may be IGN, it may be Billy Bob's Boat Shack. I don't know, right? They're going to come at us and they're going to tell me this is who wants you right now, and we're going to go ahead and drop that trailer. And then the trailer is going to tell you kind of what to do and how it's free to play and where to go to play it. And what we're doing is doing that through the Discord. There'll be free keys. Everything's free. You don't need to pay for anything. Obviously, a Steam account is free. The Discord's free, and the keys to the game for the demo is going to be free. All right, so everything's free. So when that's all kind of together, and it'll come out at that time. And to give you the answer, we are looking at probably the first week of December-ish.
Nice. At least
so
you
right
gave me
around
something.
the corner.
You gave me something. You
I
gave me
did.
something.
I walked around it.
Yeah, right. But I know it's around the holiday season. You know what I'm saying? It's right now. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I'll take that. Now, you did say a few things that interest me, though. Number one, I want some access keys so I can give it away to my people. All right, can you give me a few of them? Is that allowed? Is that doable?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely, man. I mean, the way I look at it is, I mean, you're a big face in the boxing game. I want to watch you play. I want you to stream it. So here's my answer. Yes, if you stream it. If you're going to stream this in front of people and I can jump on your stream and I can give you some pointers or I can laugh at you or whatever I need to do.
Yes.
Then that's what we'll do. Because you're going to see some funny stuff on there. Like,
yeah. You know, I'm totally transparent. If I'm whipping ass or getting my ass whipped, you're going to see it in real time. And I would love for you to join me and help me out. That would be great, brother.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, we can do that. We'll work that out. And like I said, everything's free, but here's the thing. The demo's on Steam right now. I've got the keys right now. They're in my pocket. So I could technically send you one right now, but it's not ready. I can't do that yet because that would break some NDAs and whatnot. We just have to wait. So we time it together. So the good news is this isn't like a project where we're like, oh man, in 2023, you guys just, no. We're ready to go. I just need the green light from the other people.
So wait a second. So the demo that we're going to be playing is like a jacked up, messed up, need a whole bunch of improvement. It's kind of close to what your vision is for the game already.
Think of it as a beta. That's the best one word answer right there. Beta.
Here we go.
And what I want is for you guys to play and give me feedback. That's what our Discord server is set up for. And so everybody can join the Discord and say, this is what I liked about the demo. This is what I didn't like about the demo. This is what I think you can improve upon. This is what I love about it. You know, well, we're going to release, I might be jumping the gun here, but we plan on releasing first quarter of 2023. It's right around the corner. I'm talking full game release. Man. We're not doing early access. We're not going to say, here, give us your money so you can play a few levels. This is old school, man. You're blowing the cartridge, put it in.
Yes,
exactly. Ready to play. No updates, no patches. It's going to be ready to go. First quarter of 2023. There, probably towards the end. We also can't go up against AAA guys. Come on, it's just the truth. We can't release on the same day a Battlefield's coming out or something. Right. So we'll plan it strategically. So the demo is going to come out now, and then what we plan on doing is updating the demo a little bit. Like for example, I don't know if you ever heard of Steam's Next Fest. Are you familiar with that?
No. I'm just now getting like to understanding this whole Steam thing. And I definitely got a follow-up question for you when it comes to Steam.
Okay. Well, real quick, let me hit this real quick. So Steam has, I think 3 or 4 times a year, they have what's called Next Fest. And if you are a game that has not released yet and you have a demo, they put it in and they do, like, I can play it live on my channel, like as a developer, and it puts it out there and it puts it up in front and center stage for the world or the Steam to play. And it's like a really big, I think it lasts a week or 2, and it's really big on just showcasing demos for games that's about to come out. We're going to hit that in February. It was great timing for us because they have the next Fest is February, and we're going to release right after that, like in the March. So that's something that we're going to take advantage of. And the plan, the reason I said that is the demo is coming out right now in a couple of weeks, right? I want you and your people and everybody to play this and give us feedback so that when that comes out, we can have a new demo for you, like maybe boxers or changes to the game and that. So I want the community to help build this game. And I know a lot of indie devs say that, and then they don't listen to them. If you were to go to my Discord right now, I talk with the people just about every day, like in the general chat, just, being out there like you do with your people. You don't ignore your fan base like bigger companies do. They get in there and they get with the big publishers, they get, they let that money go to their head and they're like, thanks, leave me alone. Right. That's not what we're trying to do.
Awesome. So listen, I want to say this. I'm a big console fan. I'm going to keep it real with you. Right. Okay. The Steam stuff I'm getting introduced to. I can't just be, left in the wind. I got to get on the PC stuff. And my son, he's definitely all over it. That's the way he plays games. But I just want to know, is there an option or some kind of thing you see of this game being on console, especially with it being such a parody game of a throwback game with the graphics and everything? I mean, you're bringing up the nostalgia of the 80s and the way we play games. Well, we played it on console. do you have any kind of, plans for this to be on console eventually?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we want. So really to give you an answer that people might even laugh at right now, it's a financial thing.
Really?
Being as transparent with you as I can.
I like that you're keeping it real. Okay.
Oh yeah, here's the thing. Let me tell you a little bit about the team to answer that, because I think this will make more sense to you and the viewers here. We have some great people working on this game. Artists, really good, worked on some huge games. Programmers know what they're doing. Marketing team, you have animators doing a great job. These people have all worked on other places. I have too. We've done some big stuff on other games, but Vanilla Gaming Company, this is our first game as a collective effort. We're the rookie right now. We're the rookie. So what we want to do, I would love to be on Switch, because Punch Out and everything was Nintendo Switch. So that's one of the consoles I would love to get onto. So we're focused on getting this right on Steam, and then all the rest will be ported over. And there's a few different ways we're going to go about that. We're kicking around a Kickstarter potentially to get something like that going. And if we get enough steam going on that, that I shouldn't use steam because that's confusing. If we get enough power, right? We get enough power behind the Kickstarter, or let's say release here in the first quarter and we just knock it out, no pun intended, right? I mean, we just obliterate it. We kill sales. We got all this cash flow coming in. Bam, we're on console as soon as possible. I mean, because I'm going to put back into the company. I'm going to put back into the game.
Okay, so just for people who don't know, because there's a lot of people who don't really understand Kickstarters. Why a Kickstarter? What does it do? So, okay, Kickstarter, you're pretty much now. Listen, I participated in the Kickstarter because I was Hard Knock Nights Live. I was trying to get this thing together. Well, I was advertising for a company who was trying to get this together, and I was definitely trying to help them with the Kickstarter.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember? Okay, so just to let them know, just to describe to the people, if they, pledge for the Kickstarter and say pledge so much money or whatever, how does that go? Like, what happens if you reach your goal? What happens if you doesn't? Like, how does that work really?
Right. Okay. I'll try to summarize that. So Kickstarter can be, Kickstarter isn't used right now the way it was used back in the day. It was truly a Kickstarter back in the day. It was a way to say, hey, we need help getting this done, right? If you pledge, here's our reward tiers. And you may say for $10, you get, the soundtrack and a couple cool things. For $20, you get the game and the soundtrack and some cool artwork and your name mentioned at the end of the game credits. And we'll give you a special role in Discord, right? And you set tiers up. And then for like a big tier, we may say, be in the game. We'll create yourself and put you as an opponent in the game. So that's how you can do the tiers. But see, back in the day, it was really used to get companies started. Now it's pretty much a pre-order program. I mean, if I'm being honest, like I said, I'm going to keep it honest with you. Right now, I've seen some big companies on there that are technically indies, but they've already made millions of dollars, but they're still on Kickstarter because they know that they got that money coming in and they can do it quickly. Right. And so really what it is, we wouldn't be using it in that way. Because we're already ready, right? So this would be closer to launch in the next couple months. And we're saying, hey, if you want to help us out and be bigger, be better than what we are, and maybe get us on Switch, get us on PlayStation, get us on Xbox, we need your help. And it would literally be us from a company saying, listen, this is going to go as far as you, the people, want it to go.
Right.
And you'll get rewards along the way. And of course, they always come with game keys and whatnot. So, you would get the game and like if maybe you'll have a $200 tier, or if they pledge $200, they get these really amazing things as opposed to, pledging $20.
So what happens if you don't reach your goal? Do they get their money back? Or nothing happens. Right. It doesn't even leave their account, right?
Right. So let's say it's, and I've been through this before on Kickstarter. It's tough because when you have a game in the early stages, you're just starting off, your goal may be 50,000, 60, 70, 100,000, 20, whatever. Because you're saying, listen, I can't hit goal, take their money, and maybe not get it done. Right. Okay. So let me switch gears here. There's something that's been burning in my stomach. I just really want to know this. Why? No, first, let me preface this question. Okay.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out is my favorite game ever. All right.
Okay.
It's the most fun I've ever had. It helped introduce me to boxing. When I saw Marvelous Marvin Hagler, I thought about a Clubber Lane, and I also thought about Ball Bull, right? Like he meant it. A boxer looks like him. And I saw that image on Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Okay. Mike Tyson's Punch Out was my favorite game ever. It was so much fun on my favorite console ever because I was a child. I want to know, why did you do that? I'm happy you did it, but why Punch Out? Like, out of all things you could have done, why Punch Out? Why try to do it authentically with all the graphics that's out now? Why do it in an 8-bit? Like, I mean, it's amazing, but I just want to know the creative. What did that? What was the motivator? Like, why would you do something like that?
Punch Out is amazing. Okay. Punch Out, you said it's your favorite game of all time. When I came across Punch Out, me and you was the same. We're about the same age, and we probably had the same feelings. Didn't really know too much about boxing yet or whatever, but there was nothing else like it out there, right? You had your 2D platformers, your Marios, right? You had your Zelda, your top down. You had some other, games like that. But then Punch Out came out, and Punch Out's just a puzzle game. It's just a little, but it was disguised as a boxing game.
Yeah. And
they had these bigger than life characters, right?
Yeah.
And my favorite, real quick, I have a question for you before I finish this. Who is your favorite non-Mike Tyson character in Punch Out?
Either Ball Bull or Soda Pop, or one of those,
okay.
one of the two.
Right. So for me, and you're going to love this, here's a little taste of nostalgia for the viewers here. For me, it was King Hippo. Because
I understand. This
is why. I was playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and you figure, people think this is a 90s game. It is not. It's 87. This game came out in 1980. I was 6 years old when this came out. So let's say that I didn't even start playing it right away. Let's say, give me a year or two before I got it in my hands, 8 or 9. I'm a child. I'm a preteen, right? I'm not even 10 yet. So imagine being 8, 9, 10 years old and playing this game, and there's no internet, right? Me and you remember there was a time when somebody called us, the phone was on the wall, and I don't know who it is until I pick it up. I say, hello.
Right? Yeah, and some people couldn't get through if someone else was on the phone already.
Exactly. And then the caller ID came out. Remember that? We put the caller ID and you'd be like, oh, I don't want to talk to her, man.
Yeah.
All week. we ain't talking to her. So, you know what I mean? So we had that. And at the same time, so we had no YouTube. So listen up, Gen Z. We had no YouTube. We had no social media. We didn't have smartphones. The phone was on the wall, like I said. So when you're playing a video game, where do you go? What do you do?
And I know where you're going. King Hippo was impossible to beat.
Yes, I couldn't do it.
Right.
I'm like, why would this fat boy fall?
Right. He was impossible to beat, bro.
Yes, exactly. At that age that we were at, you ain't just going to figure that out unless you get lucky.
Right. So wait, you made Punch Out because you couldn't beat King Hippo?
No, I made it because it was one of the first games that made me realize that there's more to it. Like, it's not just something I'm going to sit down and play through and be done. It made me think. But you just want to have fun. It's like, it's less about let me jump online and go up against this 12-year-old kid that's going to do nothing but want to teabag and troll the whole time. Let me sit down, grab a beer or your adult beverage of choice. Let me go and laugh at this game and have fun from the time I pick it up until the time I get done with it. And when I get done playing it, all I need the player is to do is say, man, that was fun. And we did our job.
Man, that was
Punch Out
so
is the
awesome.
success right there.
That was so awesome. Everything you said right there, dude. That was so fantastic. Everything you said right there. And I love that you brought up Undisputed as well. People have asked me on a few occasions when talking about your game, because I bring up your game every day on my podcast.
I'm on the podcast sometimes. I've even left comments. You missed them, man.
Yeah, my bad, brother. My bad, brother. So Retro KO, Retro Knockout, I bring up all the time, and people want to know why. And it's like, listen, I love boxing, the realness, authenticity of boxing, but don't forget at the very beginning, like I said, what was that bridge? What took me there? And with Undisputed is this thing, Retro Knockout is this thing. Like you said, you guys totally not competing with each other, totally different thing, but both of you are celebrating boxing. Exactly. And another thing is this, and this is another reason why I'm totally behind it, is because when it comes to the authenticity of Undisputed and me playing this, like when they came out with the demo, I played it the whole time, right?
I watched some of it. Good
yes,
stuff.
only me and my oldest son were really, really into it, okay? Because we understand it. We understand all the stuff that you have to do. But my wife, my youngest, right, even my oldest, okay, wouldn't mind watching it, but to participate, they're too like, no, this is too much. They're intimidated. But when it comes to this game, they're extremely interested.
Welcome out, laddie.
I got to go through your characters, bro. Like, what the hell? Okay, first of all, Smasher Wayne, Iron Druggo. Like, what are you doing?
Smasher Wang. What? Think Rocky. What does Smasher Wang sound like?
Clubber Lang.
Hey, there you go. And he's in it. So we're gonna have the Mohawk.
No, leave me alone. Iron Druggo, Lotto Creed. Dude, look, let me get a few. You have a few. You have what? A fake jaw. Dude, come on. What is going on here? What is going on? What are you doing?
We can bring in some pretty funny guys, like Balk Broman, right? We got in there. We got Roy Crones Jr.
That's my man too. Roy Jones is my favorite fighter of all time, bro. So yeah, I cannot wait to meet Roy Crones.
Right. And here's the thing about it, man. We're not making, like, Roy's gonna fight. Like,
right.
we're making them as they should be. Everybody's got their own set of moves. So when it comes to these parody characters, I tried to do it in the best light I could. We're not making fun of Macho Man. We're trying to, what we're bringing in is essence, which is what people laughed at, right? I mean, this is how you do it. And I'll give you kind of a sneak peek here. Some of the sayings between the rounds, like, you get, you're on the left where Little Mac was, and then, the opponent's up on the top right there, and they're saying, we took real quotes from maybe a Jake Paul, maybe a Macho, and we change them. Listen, I promise you this, almost everybody across the board is going to laugh before they make it to the start menu. Okay, that's my promise to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna hold you to that.
I'll be there watching, and before you even get a chance to hit the start button, you're gonna go and just shake your head and start laughing, because we're hitting you with stuff before you even get out of the splash screens. It's all about comedy.
Try to be tough, cause you're the man, and others gotta learn to take care. Your test results repeats itself, it really stings when you be. Never doubt that you're the best, even though you apply some creams. You're the best for now. STD's probably gonna get you down.
Still, though, there is a true celebration of boxing. I hear, and I've read, and I saw the information that you've given me, that there are rounds, and there's like, how is that? How many rounds? How the judging goes? I mean, there is a sense of understanding and reflection of the real sport of boxing. Please describe, how is that going? Like, how are you doing that? How many rounds, and just your approach to that?
Right. That's a great question. And it's something and I've been around forums for years, different types of like Reddit forums and different types of retro gaming forums. And people love Punch Out. Punch Out's 35th anniversary was a couple weeks back, right? And people were playing it. Like, everybody was streaming it. I don't know if you've seen that wave happen or not, but people was like, it's Punch Out. And they were just, the retro gamers were playing it. One of the biggest, it's tough to call it a complaint, because Mike Tyson's Punch Out was a product of its times and its technology, extremely limited, right? We don't have those limitations now, so we can fix it, so to speak. But I won't call it a limitation. I'll call it a technical limitation, was the rounds, right? Mike Tyson Punch Out had no scoring. It had your high score. It had like a video game counter scoring, right? You didn't know if you were going to win or not based off what you were doing, because there was no judges. There was only 3 rounds. And what I dislike personally, and what I see a lot of other people talk about, most about the original Punch Out, was you could beat most opponents in 1 or 2 rounds. Well, you had to beat them in 3, because there was only 3.
Right.
So everybody can be figured out in just one round. I love the sweet science of boxing. Like even playing fight night. So I've trained in martial arts. I've done Kenpo and some other hand-to-hand combat stuff. And there's something about going the distance with your opponent. It's great to have those Tyson knockouts in the first round. I mean, who doesn't love watching that stuff? And they're just, you know, everybody jumps back. But you got to have somewhere where you go the distance, and it's an actual, like, you know, Rocky inspired Mickey Ward versus Arturo Gatti. You're going down to it. And when you get to the judges' scorecards, you really don't know what it is. And then that screen lights up and tells you, and it's like you just beat the boss, right? So to do that, I wanted to introduce a simulation. This is where our arcade pick up and play crosses over into simulation, is that we have a 10-point must scoring system. Worked with the programmers on this. We've worked on it for months and months and months to perfect it. It's as good as any boxing game you'll ever play. Okay, because it's what it is. It's an official scoring system. It's no different than fight night scoring, right? As far as 10-point must, 3 judges. And as far as the rounds go, we made rounds 2 minutes. Okay, so 2-minute rounds, 5 rounds for standard fights, 7 rounds for contender and title fights.
Speaking of going to the distance and judges, all right, I see that you can get robbed. You can get robbed. Now, right. We saw one of the more famous ones in recent, currently in recent history, in Taylor versus Catterall. That was, everyone saw that as a pure robbery. And you can actually get robbed, like you truly got robbed in this game. Can you explain that? Why did you implement that? And how did you implement it?
I need to preface it with this. If you're obliterating your opponent, like if you literally hit him 60 times that round, he took you twice, there's no controversy. This is not a goofy gimmick that we're introducing to where he's always going to throw the fight. No. That's not what it's about, because that would lose the essence of the simulation factor that we're trying to bring into this. So think of CompuBox and how that goes. You know, it's judging has always been interesting because it adds that mafia almost feel to a boxing, right?
Well, that's how it started.
Right. You said it, not me. Right. So it's interesting. And it's like, I can't make a boxing game without having that aspect in there somewhere.
You have training in your game. All right. Hold on. Before you describe how training works.
I'm not saying anything.
You can choose not to train, or you can choose to train. That's still there, right? Oh, and you can choose to go out and have some fun, maybe too much fun, and risk the chance of an STD, which has happened before, because Mike Tyson describes a time when he fought for the belt against Furby. Yes. Dude, tell me how training works, and why did you decide to use that? And to challenge myself, I immediately said, I want to catch an STD and beat somebody. Like I want to beat someone with STD the way Mike Tyson did.
It's really good logic. And I think when I say this, people are going to really appreciate it. And it was a way for us. There's a lot of people that just want to play the game. They want to fight. They don't care about the story. They don't care about everything else going on. Like, just let me fight, let me play. It was just a way to say, skip the training. So you can just not, so really it's just a luxury. It's something to say, hey, I'm going to hit a button and go to my fight. I'm not going to spend the 5 to 10 minutes on training or whatever it takes. Oh. But at the same time, this is my game. This is my world. If you're going to go out and party, you're going to pay the consequences, baby. Right? So go ahead. You don't have to train, but guess what? You're going to start with 1 heart and 25% health because you just got gonorrhea.
No, wait a minute. It's like Punch Out, but it's totally not Punch Out.
No.
That I don't recall anything like that happening.
Oh, that's beautiful right there. That box.
Yeah, dude. I keep it with me. But yeah, I'm so happy that you allowed me to do this interview with you. I mean, this has been so much fun, and you let us know in this community so much about the game. And I love that you bring us so much nostalgia. The 80s. I mean, I saw Skeletor. Okay, so the 80s and all those things, man. The Mills Lane type referee and all those things, just everything that we love. Okay, and we can share. And the funny stuff for us adults. Fantastic. The Ring Girls. Come on, bro. So the thing is, I just want to ask you. just I know you said that the game is going to be releasing officially first quarter of next year, 2023, somewhere around there, right?
Right.
Is there anything that you want to tell our community from your heart of hearts of why they should be interested in this game even before playing the demo?
Right. Yeah. I mean, first off, thanks for having me on. Community is a great community. I've been part of you guys for a really long time as far as just watching. And, you know, I'm the type that put you on in the background or something. I'm busy working or whatever. I got a lot of stuff going on. So the community is full of some pretty cool guys. A lot of, you know, y'all like to have fun. That's why I'm here really talking with you guys first, because this game's about having fun. If you're a boxing fan, and I know you are, not everybody's a retro game fan, but if you're a boxing fan, we definitely got something for you. And here's the thing. Here's the one thing I want to get. There's nothing else like it out there right now. This is a project of passion, right? Big PP, right? Project.
I love it. No, you're hilarious.
Well, you did see up on the scoreboard, right? You can't miss up on the scoreboard. There's a big PP out there. That's just another way that's just a vanilla way of saying power punch. That's all that is, just a power punch.
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
But, you know, so like I said, man, we had a good time here. I had a lot of fun speaking with you. And it's one of them things where I know your community is going to like it. Just give it a try. Everything's for free up front, and give us some feedback. And if we go the route of the Kickstarter, you know, I mean, that's looking like we're going that route, then you can be a part of it if you choose to. And actually, like we're going to have some open spots. We're looking to do over 30 parity opponents. Everything's not set in stone yet. So we need an opportunity for people to get into the game if that's what they're looking to do. Let me ask you real quick, ShowBizz.
Yeah.
Before we go, what's somebody you want to see in the game and not yourself? What is like, I mean, because we probably already got it, but who would you love this? Oh, let me tell you this because I got to tell you this. We were talking about, so we're hitting boxing, we're hitting wrestling and pop culture. I love old pop culture. You might remember a character. What was his name? Was it Faux Show? Show Nuff?
Yeah, the Show Nuff.
Trying to get it to you,
yeah. Show Nuff.
Well, we might not have Show Nuff, but we got Faux Real. We're bringing it all in.
Because you know I've been doing that character even for my live stream commentary. You'll see him in the thumbnail. That is fantastic, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of pop culture in there, man. Everybody's going to enjoy it. That's the thing I want to get across everybody is just come on, have a good time. Don't worry about all that mess out there in the world. Sit down, have some fun, and play a game that's going to make you laugh.
Man, thank you, brother, for showing up and showing out, man. This was fantastic, man. And to everybody, you guys, in the comments or in the description box, I will be having links to the Discord and to the Steam and all those things, all the information. And I'm going to definitely keep you guys abreast of what's going on and all of the updates. And don't forget to show up when I play this game live. And I'm kicking ass like I always do. Thank you so much, Vanilla Beast, for coming out, brother.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
ShowBizz Adult. I'm out. Huh.